welcome to another video. Sorry I took long to post another one. I was really debating on to either put a video that I did, and I, debating, and I just never did. But I will try to make another one that clarifies a little bit of what's happening here to my Mexican people. But I wanted to give you guys a story, man, of where I'm from. Now you guys see my videos, you guys know that I'm an owner-operator. I consider myself a successful owner-operator because, I haven't sold my truck. I'm still in business, I'm still making money, and I work on my own truck, so I try to save as much money as I could while trying to profit with the work. So in that regard, I consider myself a successful owner-operator. Well, I came from Mexico. I was born in Mexico. I was brought over here to the United States when I was 3 years old, I believe. So I really don't have any memories of Mexico. I was brought here when I was a kid. There was a struggle growing up, just learning, all we did was speak Spanish. Coming to school, we needed to learn English, but hey man, we learned the language. We did good at school. Growing up, I didn't see any problems with immigration or nothing. All this started hitting me when I was probably a teen, where I knew I couldn't go to college. I finished high school, I couldn't go to college because, I couldn't get the help, and obviously my parents didn't have the funding for it, so there was a little struggle there. So we had to do what we had to do to work, survive, do what we had to do here in the United States to make months in. I eventually got my own jobs. I eventually got, my green card. Ever since then, I've been having my CDL, and I've been driving trucks since then. No problems there. But I knew with this administration, it was gonna be a little bit tougher, so I decided to finally go get my legal status as a U.S. citizen. Okay. Got my citizenship, been a citizen for a while now, and like I said, man, I'm not a bad person. Parents were not bad people. A lot of Mexicans I know are not bad people, but the government seems to think that we are bad people. Yeah, a lot of us cross the border for a better living. Right, and a lot of us are doing hard work. A lot of my people are not stealing your jobs, because the jobs that my people are doing is jobs that you Americans will never ever do. So to say that Mexicans came over to steal jobs, it's laughable, because you would see immigrants, as you guys call them, right? See immigrants out there in the corner selling roses, selling candy, selling whatever they can to make a little bit of money, and you see Americans out there begging for money for their drugs. So it's, the standards are just not there of where you guys want us to be, right? Obviously this country believes in being real strict about immigration laws, but we're letting rapists and pedophiles roam the streets without any repercussion. And it's like I said, man, this is not a video that I wanted to do, but there's been a lot going on lately. There's been a lot of ICE raids, you know what I'm saying? Like Trump said he was gonna do that. We were aware of it, but the way they're going about it, and I've seen the comments on fucking TikTok and all that shit, saying, yeah, everybody's illegal, do it, if you want to come into the country, do it the legal way, blah blah blah. Yeah, I agree with you, right? But at the same time, like, if you're gonna be picking up illegals, like you guys call it, you guys gotta have a system. You guys cannot just be doing what you're doing. You guys got bounty hunters just picking up random people just because they speak Spanish in here. Oh, that's the thing. Now it's legal to racially profile. It's perfectly legal to racially profile somebody that speaks Spanish and is brown skin. So now ICE agents and these stupid bounty hunters are targeting people with brown skin, and they hear them talking Spanish. So they pulling them out of their cars, they're pulling them out of their business, they're pulling them out of everywhere in front of the kids and everything. Like, how legal is that?
Suerte, suerte, señora. Suelta a la niña, 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 suelta a la niña. No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada.
Tienen miedo. Eso es miedo. No tengo nada que decir. Solamente lo voy a decir en español para que todos se me entiendan, porque es puro mexicano. Que chingue a su madre. Tienen miedo. Eso es...
You know what I mean? Like, how legal is that to do? Supposedly you guys were going for criminals and you guys were gonna do it with warrants. There's never warrants around. There's never any type of peace talking to these talking to my people. It's just violence, slam them on the floor, take them in. That's it. Well, where's the legal actions there? And there has been a lot of sellouts, you know, in the Hispanic community. A lot of Hispanic, a lot of Latinos, a lot of no sabo kids. You know, all you dumbass motherfuckers joining the ICE force to take your own people out. You're a disgrace, man. A fucking disgrace. Yeah, we calling you sellouts. You are sellouts. We all live in this beautiful country. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good country. I don't know about how good it is now, because even our freedom of speech is getting taken away. So, you know, it was a good country for a while. It's becoming, you know, it's becoming what it is now. We all come for opportunities, and those opportunities are just getting snatched away from us. And it sucks because they're just going for Mexicans, you know. It's immigration status, it's ICE, but ICE is just targeting Mexicans. You know, they are not targeting any other race. Like, there's Chinese immigrants, there's Polish immigrants, there's, you know, Hindu, every kind of fucking immigrants around here in the United States, but they're targeting Mexicans. You know, that's what hurts the most. Like, damn, you guys are targeting just one race, one like the border, basically. That's what the fuck y'all doing. You ain't going for anything else, and it sucks. It's like, if you're gonna do it the right way, at least do it equally. I don't know. Like I said, man, it's real tough. Now they got ICE agents going to weigh stations. You know, they're doing the same thing. They're doing their operations in the weigh stations as well too now, where they are asking people to pull over, and the first question they ask, because I've seen the videos, the first and only question they ask is, where were you born? I guess if you were born in Mexico, they'll question you even more. But a lot of people, you know, have been telling them they're born here in the U.S. or whatnot. But it's crazy. It's crazy how this is going. I know in Oklahoma, I just seen a TikTok that Oklahoma just arrested and took in about 155 people with illegal licenses. Now that is my questioning right there. Like, who's giving out these fucking licenses? Actually, you guys should be going for those companies that are giving out license to people that don't even need to have those licenses. Because, man, getting a CDL for me took a whole fucking process and a half to get. But finding out in California they're giving out, you know, license to people that don't even know how to speak the language, coming from the Middle East. Those are the ones that are getting the licenses. Those are the ones that are, you know, making illegal U-turns and killing people. But, you know, go for Mexicans, bro. Go for Mexicans. That's what the fuck they want to do.
On the right to US 41, then keep right.
Just pull over for this ambulance coming through. So yeah, it's hard to talk about, because like I said, it's a very hard topic, because not only am I talking from the heart, but it's hard to, like I said, to say even anything bad about anybody in the US, because like I said, man, it looked like freedom of speech is getting revoked nowadays. You know, what's going on with this country? What's going on with this president? They say it's home of the free, but definitely not. Doesn't feel this way right now. But yeah, man, you know, growing up struggling, because deportations have been, you know, part of this country since forever. So, you know, living with that fear of one time getting caught and getting deported or stuff like that. As a kid, you don't think about it. You know, I didn't really think about it when I was a kid, but now that I'm grown, like after what I'm seeing right now in the news, that's what I was talking about last video. Like, you know, I'm here for my people, man. I feel for them. It's crazy as hell. You know, my guy Evan Jordan, he wants me to, he asked me to do an in-depth video about what's going on, and it's nothing going on in Mexico. No, nothing about Mexico. It's everything happening in this country. Okay, everything that's happening in this country, from you know, almost losing your freedom of speech to now with these immigration laws, they're doing massive deportations. You know, and like I said, I mentioned it, there's been deportations since forever. And I know it since a kid. I've heard it since a kid. But the fact that this president is making it legal to a racially profiled person because of the skin color and the language that you speak of, you know, now it's crazy. Like, since when is that legal now? You know? That's crazy. African Americans, black people, like they've been through it for so long, getting racially profiled by police, you know. And now, you know, our Mexican brothers are being the same thing. Like now you can't even speak Spanish outside on the street, because you even got these Latinos that voted for Trump calling on their own fucking people, you know, forgetting where they came from. And it's crazy because, you know, they got these fucking bounty hunters that they get Mexicans for a price. And I mean, I would love to say, you know, my people, my Mexican people, are some of the hardest people anybody will ever know, right? And these are the people that are getting targeted. Like, even the people that are out there hustling in the street, selling flowers, selling, you know, whatever they could to go and move on and get some money and pay for their bills here in the United States, pay for the goddamn taxes, because as an illegal, you gotta pay for taxes too, believe it or not. You know, meanwhile you have, you know, Americans just out there asking for money. They're not even hustling. There's out there asking for money. You see a Mexican selling candy, selling water, selling Gatorade, and then you see the American citizen out there asking for fucking drug money. Like, does that make fucking sense to you? Oh yeah, man, that's a lot of the angers right here. Meanwhile, instead of, you know, going for the real problems, going for fucking pedophiles, we're going for the real fucking crime. We go for the hard-working Mexicans trying to make a living here in the United States. You know, like I said, pedophiles are out there, loose, free, still fucking doing their thing. But hey, let's get fucking warrants for these Mexicans that are working and making a living. Makes perfect sense. Makes so much fucking sense. Or, you know, let's go for these fucking companies that are giving these fucking CDLs to fucking people that just got here from Somalia, from fucking Middle Eastern, you know, just killing innocent people because they don't know what the fuck they're doing on the roads. Instead of getting warrants for those motherfuckers, for those fucking companies, and giving out, you know, illegal CDLs and stuff like that. No, let's go for a harder working fucking community. And they said we steal jobs. They said Mexicans steal jobs. Oh, what fucking jobs are they stealing? You guys don't want to do no field work. You guys don't want to fucking do no minimum wage fucking work. What jobs are they really stealing, you know?